Hands are low.
I actually see the rhythm from Roach right now. He really got it.
I don't know. It be little clips like you see how like me and him was talking, and then somebody else talked like his crew. That's what get me up. Like that's.
Tank is set to make his long-awaited return to the boxing ring on March 1st after taking a full year off. His opponent, Lamont Roach, is determined to make a name for himself by pulling off an upset. While many fans initially questioned the matchup, some now see Roach as a legitimate threat who could surprise everyone when fight night arrives.
But Lamont is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs, like, and it was good bump. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to promote a fight. Like Buddy can fight.
The journey to this fight hasn't been smooth. There were several delays, and at one point, Davis even announced that the bout was canceled, leaving fans disappointed. Thankfully, things have been worked out, and both fighters are now gearing up for what promises to be an exciting showdown. On top of that, Davis has revealed that 2025 will be his final year in boxing, making this fight even more crucial.
To a group right now.
Well, there's the rhythm of the night from
The tension between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is only growing stronger as the fight draws near. Before the matchup was even officially confirmed, the two nearly came to blows, with security having to step in to prevent things from escalating further. The war of words between the fighters has added even more heat to an already intense buildup, making it clear that there is no love lost between them.
Nice jab from Garcia, definitely having better moments here.
Even though things seem to be getting back on track, Davis caused concern among fans when he posted a cryptic message on X that said, "Fighting for my life." Many of his followers were confused and worried about what he meant. Some thought he might be referring to personal struggles, while others speculated that it could be about his focus and dedication to the upcoming fight. During a press conference, Davis opened up about how boxing has been impacting his mental health. He shared how tough the sport has become for him, and even mentioned considering stepping away for the sake of his family. His recent social media posts seemed to echo those feelings, leading fans to wonder if something was really wrong.
But you gotta follow up with something else. It's not, you can't just throw it by itself. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so you know, I'm gonna catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned that too much. I'm not worried about narrative. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring.
All right, brother. All right.
This isn't the first time Davis has hinted at facing struggles outside the ring, and it's clear his return to boxing hasn't been smooth. After his concerning post, Davis came back on social media with another message, 4 weeks away. This seemed to show that he was fully focused and ready for his upcoming fight, easing some of the concerns that his earlier message had caused. It's still unclear whether the first post was a brief moment of frustration or something deeper, but fans were relieved to see him back with a determined mindset. His latest message sparked a big reaction, with some fans genuinely worried about what he meant.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
One fan commented, "That sounds scary," reflecting the uncertainty around Davis's post. Others expressed their support by encouraging him, with one user writing, "Keep fighting, champ," hoping to lift Davis's spirits. Another fan simply said, "Damn, that's cryptic," which summed up what many were feeling. The unclear message left fans wondering what was going on. One fan offered their support with, "Stay safe, champ," regardless of the situation. Another went even further, telling Davis, "Keep punching until you hit something," urging him to push through any mental or physical challenges he might face.
And I'm liking so far, the cleaner punches definitely have been landed by Roach.
There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Riot.
Many of Gervonta Davis's longtime supporters pointed out that he has faced challenges before and always found a way to come out on top. Some believe that this could simply be another case of him using social media in his unpredictable way, as he's done in the past. No matter the reason, the overwhelming support he's received shows just how much he means to his fans. Now that the fight is officially set, all eyes are on both fighters. Davis remains one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing, known for his knockout power and incredible speed.
Overhand right, the body work, but again, maybe add a little bit more to that, you know.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me.
Lamont Roach is entering this fight with nothing to lose, which makes him a dangerous underdog. While Gervonta Davis is the favorite, underestimating Roach could be a mistake. Roach is a tough, determined fighter who has worked hard to earn this shot. If he can apply pressure on Davis early, he might be able to make things interesting. On the other hand, Davis has proven time and again that he can end a fight in an instant. If he lands a clean shot, it could be over quickly.
But again, you want more volume from Garcia, but definitely getting the best of Roach. And
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night?
One factor that could influence the outcome is Gervonta Davis's long layoff. Being out of the ring for a year could affect a fighter's sharpness, and Lamont Roach will likely look to exploit any signs of rust. However, Davis has shown in the past that he doesn't need many rounds to find his rhythm. If he gets his timing right early on, he could quickly remind everyone why he's considered one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. Another key aspect to watch is Davis's mindset, especially given his recent comments about boxing taking a toll on him. Fans will be curious to see if he still has the same drive and intensity that made him a champion. If Davis fights with the same fire he has in the past, it could be a tough night for Roach.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about it.
With Gervonta Davis planning to retire in 2025, every fight from here on out carries added importance. If he loses to Lamont Roach, it would be a significant setback. However, a decisive win could create momentum for even bigger fights down the line. There's already buzz about potential future matchups for Davis if he comes out on top, with fans speculating about a showdown with a top lightweight contender or even a move up in weight. But first, Davis has to take care of business on March 1st. For Roach, this fight is a huge opportunity. A win over Davis would skyrocket his career and establish him as a real force in boxing. Roach has openly stated that he believes he can pull off the upset, and he's fully embracing his role as the underdog in this bout.
Fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about why Roach, because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Lamont Roach knows that Gervonta Davis brings a level of danger to the ring that very few lightweights can match, but that doesn't seem to bother him. Roach's confidence, which remains solid even against one of boxing's most fearsome knockout artists, speaks volumes about his mindset leading up to their big fight. For Roach, this isn't just another chance to prove himself. It's an opportunity to show that he has the strength, skill, and determination to overcome what many believe is an impossible challenge.
the first time Garcia fighting off his...
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
Sure, Gervonta Tank Davis is a dangerous fighter. He's someone who can end a fight in an instant. With a record of 30 wins, 0 losses, and 28 knockouts, his success speaks for itself. Every opponent he faces knows they're stepping into the ring with a ticking time bomb. This is the reputation Davis has built over years of dominating the sport and taking down opponents one after another. It makes facing him seem like a suicide mission for anyone brave enough to challenge him. But Lamont Roach isn't intimidated. Instead, he spent countless hours in the gym, perfecting every part of his game, preparing for March 1st.
It gets tricky round by round. Now, there's Roach,
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin? Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. It is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
What sets Roach's confidence apart is that he knows exactly what he's up against. There's no illusion in his mind about the power of Davis. He doesn't ignore the facts or underestimate his opponent. Roach has watched the fights, heard the talk, and knows how quickly someone like Davis can end a match. But despite all that, Roach isn't intimidated. In fact, he seems energized by the challenge. The more difficult the task, the more motivated Roach becomes. He's not just aiming to survive the fight, he's getting ready to push Davis in ways that will make the unbeaten champion uncomfortable. Roach plans to test not only Davis's physical strength, but also his mental toughness.
And he's landed some really straight right hands, really good straight right hands.
He got away from...
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is.
Roach isn't known for his knockout power, but he's been working hard to add more force behind his punches. He may not be a knockout artist like Davis, but Roach believes his power is strong enough to cause trouble for the lightweight champion. Hopefully he's got a chin, Roach said when asked about his chances of stopping Davis. It wasn't the boastful confidence of someone who doesn't understand the challenge ahead. Instead, it was the quiet self-assurance of a fighter who believes he can exceed expectations when it matters most. What stands out about Roach's attitude is how he's fully embraced the idea of pushing Davis to his limits. He's not fooled into thinking that Davis will give up after a few good punches. Roach knows that Davis has taken hard shots from fighters who hit harder than he does, but Roach believes in his own abilities. He knows he can keep grinding, keep applying pressure, even if Davis can take the punches he lands. The truth is, Davis has never faced someone with Roach's mentality before. He's fought knockout artists, sure, but none with the same determination and mindset as Roach. Roach isn't relying on power to win. He's focused on his strong will to overcome whatever challenges Davis throws at him.
It's gonna be a party
and
on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's his name. He was shaking on the
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas,
all my kids. He was shaking on this.
There's no doubt that the training camp leading up to this fight has been tough. Roach has been focused on improving his defense, closing any gaps that could be taken advantage of by someone as powerful as Davis. His combination punches are getting sharper and more fluid, and he's doing everything he can to make sure that when he hits, it really counts. His most recent win, a stoppage of the undefeated Fergal McCrow in the 8th round, proved that Roach's punches can be dangerous when he lands them. But for Roach, the real importance of that victory wasn't just the result. It was about proving to himself that he could break down an undefeated fighter. This challenge boosted both his confidence and his self-belief.
So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Box.
This fight is a chance for Roach to prove he's not just another name on Davis's list of opponents. Throughout his career, Roach has believed he's one of the best in the world, and now, with the opportunity to face Davis, he has the chance to show everyone what he's really capable of. The fact that many are already counting him out, predicting he'll fall just like every other fighter Davis has knocked out, only fuels Roach's determination. He thrives on proving people wrong and defying the expectations others place on him. In his eyes, Davis's knockout streak doesn't mean it's the end for him, it's just the next challenge he's ready to take on.
350 is what Tank and Frank did, and Frank wasn't a champion. Roach has been around. He lost to Jamel Herring. He came back from defeat to be a world champ. I think it'll do good.
When fight night comes, Roach will be ready, not just in terms of physical preparation, but mentally and emotionally as well. He's not stepping into the Barclays Center with the mindset of someone just hoping to survive. Instead, he's walking in with the belief that his destiny is in his own hands. He knows how high the stakes are, and he understands that every minute of this fight will test everything he has worked for. But Roach is ready for it. Whether the fight lasts 1 round or all 12, he's prepared to go to war and bring the fight to Davis in a way that hasn't been seen before.
He's not looking for the knockout, but those are eye-catching type of punches, even though it's some of them didn't.
Yeah, man, I mean it's gonna go. Tank gonna be losing the first 3 rounds, then he's gonna download the data, then he gonna knock this dude out in round 7 or 8, then he gonna do the backflip, then Jim Gray's gonna get in the ring, or Caleb Plants or White and say, who do you want next? And Tank's gonna say, I want all all those guys, and they're going to go to the press conference, and Elliott Setback's going to say, who do you want next? He say, I want all the guys.
He's putting in the hard work now, so when the bell rings, he'll be ready to handle whatever Davis throws at him and respond with everything he's got. I'm expecting it to be a great fight, and I'm ready to go all 12 rounds, Roach said. This statement sums up the mindset he's bringing into the ring. For him, it's not about a quick win or relying on a lucky punch. It's about perseverance. He's determined to show Davis that no matter how tough the fight gets, he's not backing down. Roach understands that in order to beat Davis, he'll have to go the full distance, take him into deep waters, and prove that he has the stamina and heart to finish what he started. Has already been a challenging one for Gervonta Davis. As the controversy continues to swirl around him, the boxing world has had to face the distractions he's been dealing with outside the ring. From social media arguments to public personal issues, Davis has been making headlines for reasons that don't seem to have much to do with his impressive skills in the ring. Despite all the chaos, there's one clear fact. On March 1st, Gervonta Davis will step into the ring with Lamont Roach Jr. at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This is a fight that could alter the course of both of their careers. While Davis's life outside the ring might be filled with turmoil, Roach has stayed focused, calm, and ready for the challenge ahead.
Just the third one is going to land.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends, probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
We're both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
For Davis, the upcoming fight with Roach won't just be another title defense or an easy paycheck. It will be a true test of his mental strength, as much as it will be a challenge of his physical skills. With all the personal controversy surrounding him, there's no doubt that Davis will need to push through the distractions and pressure if he's going to stay undefeated. However, as the story goes, the 30-year-old fighter from Baltimore has built a reputation for thriving in tough situations. Whether it's overcoming obstacles in the gym or handling the growing media attention that comes with his rise, Davis has proven time and time again that he can block out the noise and stay focused on what's most important, the fight.
I'm gonna beat his ass if y'all talking.
Lamont Roach Jr., on the other hand, has kept a low profile and actively steered clear of the drama that often surrounds Davis. In a time when social media dominates and fighters frequently find themselves caught up in endless online arguments, Roach has shown a level of maturity and professionalism that stands out amid all the chaos. While Davis's name is often linked to controversy, whether it's personal issues, social media outbursts, or off-the-ring antics, Roach has remained calm, composed, and focused. As the fight date approaches, Roach is beginning to open up about the upcoming matchup and the man he will face in the ring.
And, you know, even though those jabs are not getting...
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
In an exclusive interview with Fight Hub TV's Johnny Padro, Roach gave fans a look inside his training camp, showcasing the dedication and intensity he's putting into this fight. He shared his excitement about performing on such a big stage, knowing that a win could propel him to the top of the lightweight division. However, when the conversation turned to Davis and the controversy surrounding him, Roach's tone shifted. When asked about Davis's recent social media comments about Terrence Crawford and his wife, Roach responded thoughtfully and diplomatically, showing his maturity both as a fighter and as a person. Roach didn't avoid acknowledging the tension between Davis and Crawford, but he made it clear he wasn't getting involved in their personal issues. It looks like there's some personal disrespect between them, but that's their business, not mine, Roach explained, cutting through the noise with a calm perspective. While Davis had publicly attacked Crawford's family with a series of inappropriate comments, Roach chose to rise above the drama, staying focused on what really matters, the fight ahead. He showed that he understood the importance of keeping his attention on the goal rather than getting caught up in petty social media spats.
You can't even see who it is. Yeah. Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
What's interesting about this situation is the clear difference between Roach's calm response and the behavior of his opponent. While Davis was hurling personal insults at Crawford's family, Roach kept his professionalism, something that's becoming harder to find in the world of boxing today. Davis, who is known for making fiery and sometimes controversial comments, got caught up in a heated back and forth after Crawford made a lighthearted joke at the Ring Magazine event in London. Crawford had playfully mentioned Davis's absence from the event, a harmless comment that quickly escalated when Davis responded with a series of personal attacks, aimed at Crawford's family, including a now-deleted tweet that inappropriately mentioned Crawford's wife and children.
For those of us that are not boxing experts,
Right, there's a good right hand from
As the tension grew, several figures from the boxing world, including Teofimo Lopez's trainer Greg Hackett and matchmaker Rick Glazer, openly criticized Davis for involving Crawford's family in the drama. Many questioned the maturity and professionalism of the undefeated champion. However, for Roach, this situation served as a reminder of how important it is to stay focused on what truly matters, the fight. He believes it's an issue on both sides and hopes they can stay away from each other, but ultimately, it has nothing to do with him, he said, further emphasizing that he was not about to get caught up in the drama that surrounded his opponent. Ability to stay calm and collected, even when facing such personal conflict, only adds to his reputation as a fighter who truly has control over his mindset. As he prepares for the biggest fight of his career, it's clear that he is mentally ready. Now, as for how this fight will unfold when Lamont and Tank step into the ring, what are your thoughts? Feel free to share them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. We'll see you in the next video.